Hello and welcome to Trojans Live. Nice little half for Kedon Slovis and the Trojans. They threw the knockout blow early last night, moving to 4-0 in the season. And we've got the Pac-12's leading passer now. The sophomore quarterback, Kedon Slovis, joins Trojans Live with Jordan Moore and Sean Cody. And Kedon, I'll ask you the same question I started Clay's interview with. What was your reaction when you saw man-to-man defense for the first time all season last night?
It was great. We see a lot of zone, a lot of drop eight. So whenever we have the opportunity just to give our guys, a chance and space to make plays, it was great. We knew we'd have it. That was the thing too. This is kind of the first game we got some legit film on someone from this year. So we had a good idea what they're doing defensively. And whenever we see man, we like to attack it.
It seems when you watch the film that the engine that kind of drives this offense is Drake London. And when you get him the ball, the energy of the offense seems to go at a good clip. Everyone seems energized. Speak to his ability, that playmaking guy that kind of gets the offense going, right?
Yeah, he's awesome. Not only is he a great route runner, but he's just such a mismatch. He's, I think, like 6'4", 6'5", and big, strong kid, but he's also quick and has that athleticism. So, he's matched up on a linebacker. He's too quick. And if he's on a corner, he's also too strong and hard to tackle. So as a quarterback, he's kind of like my mini Gronk out there. I love to feed him the ball. And, I don't think the defense likes when he gets it either. As you can see, like when he gets that ball in space, it takes 3 or 4 guys to tackle him too.
Kedon, point guards and quarterbacks, very similar positions. And I also often hear point guards talk about early in the game, trying to get a certain guy going, trying to get certain teammates in rhythm. Do you ever think about that as a quarterback, or are you just, right from the first play thinking, hey, I'm reading the defense, I'm taking what's there? Or sometimes you're like, hey, if I can get this guy a couple catches, I know he'll grow into the game, the confidence, early in the game, you're trying to build somebody up.
Most of the time you're just taking what the defense gives you, but there's times too, mostly on like RPOs. I think a guy like Bryant, you saw him get a catch early. And the next play we had an RPO, and I could have handed it or spit it. I decided to spit it to him because he has that catch and probably feels a lot of confidence and kind of want to get him going too. So combination of both, but mostly comes in those RPO plays, what you want to get going.
We got to talk about it. No floaters last night, Kedon, man. Those balls were clean last night. A lot of great spin on them last night, man. Looked good. What do you think was a change in your game or anything, or just confidence at this point to get not have those nice passes last night?
We did have the game ball change out a little bit, so that helped. But I think just confidence. I was talking to coach a lot, really going into the Colorado game that got canceled, but just having that confidence and not playing, trying to play perfect, not pressing, just going and having fun. And I think you can see that last night. Our guys were juiced. We had a lot of energy, and we were going out at least in the first half and playing just to have fun and with a lot of energy. And that's how we play, our best football. So we need to keep doing that.
Yeah, I mean, that's great advice to give to oneself, right? I mean, if things aren't going exactly how you want to, you seemed a little bit frustrated. We talked about this last night before the game, that both you and Coach Helton in the post game of Utah, you felt a little bit frustrated. It sounded like, you're putting on yourselves, that this offense can do more. What's the best advice you've gotten, or who do you talk to? What do you do when you feel like, hey, I can play better, and I got to bring that out of me? How do you do it?
Really, Seth Daggy, quality control analyst on the offense, he gave me the best advice. He just said, I don't care how many mistakes you make. I don't care how perfect the game you play. Just go have fun. And if you don't have fun, I'm going to get on you for it. So he definitely gave me the best advice. And, I thought the last week and a half, really, we had a great week of practice. And, obviously we executed the game. And a lot of that's just because we're going out and having fun and not pressing. So that's got to be my mindset as we go on forward.
Obviously, 4 great touchdown passes to Amon-Ra St. Brown. But I thought the prettiest ball of the night was to Tyler Vaughn's. The one floater right in there, caught him right in stride. What does it feel like when you're a quarterback? I imagine, home run hitters talk about how you barely feel the ball when you hit a home run. Or, as a defender, I remember tackling a guy and it felt effortless. What does that feel like when you throw that perfect ball in there and it just lands right in there? It's going to be a touchdown.
It's a good feeling, and really we were kind of talking about it after. Our defense plays a lot of man, and our DBs are really good, and we have a lot of tight windows, and when we do have get man, it's a lot tougher. And that was the cleanest release I've seen in a long time. So for him to get that separation, man, that was we warm up every day.
He was waving the hand right away. Here it is, let's go.
Exactly. I was saying took my eyes up, and he already had separation. So, man, he made it a lot easier for me. But like you said, once you throw that ball out there, you kind of knew it was going to be a touchdown.
You're listening to the USC quarterback Kedon Slovis on Trojans Live, and Kedon is a sophomore now and a captain now. So it's interesting listening to you talk about Gary Bryant, a true freshman out there playing. You had a couple true freshman guards. Do you talk to them before the game, during the game? Do you try to relax them? I mean, you were in their exact position a year ago, so you certainly know how it feels. Do you say anything particular to these guys that are, even without fans, are just cutting their teeth, just getting their first catches or making their first starts? And, it's a big moment.
No doubt. I think for me personally, the best thing you can do for those guys is just treat them like everyone else. If you kind of pull them aside and treat them differently, they're going to start to think that they have to play a certain way, or they start to press. But I think if you just treat them like everyone else, and that's how really I was treated by the coaching staff and the players last year, and that's how I feel most comfortable, is when you treat me like, like I'm supposed to be in this role. I think your confidence kind of grows. So, a guy like Cortland, I think had a lot of confidence going to the last game just because he had a lot of reps last week, and, we gave him that confidence. We weren't treating him like the freshman, so really proud of their performances yesterday, and excited to see how they can grow.
And how you feeling today, bud? I see you take a big shot there, man. I see you. That was a slow, wincing get up on that one, and looked like the hand might have got hurt too. So how you feeling today?
I'm good. The hand was just a weird thing. My nerve had some weird reaction, so it just took a few minutes. And got my hand back. I couldn't move it for a second, but yeah, it took a few shots, but a win's a win. I feel great. Obviously, that's kind of your job as a quarterback. Sometimes you need to take those shots.
There you go, man. Don't throw anybody under the bus. Attaboy.
Yeah, it's part of the job description, but I don't feel too bad today.
Well, it's UCLA week. You certainly enjoyed it last year. Would you say that's the best game you played as a USC quarterback? I think sometimes people go, oh, those were his best stats. That's his best game, but maybe you have a different opinion.
On paper, probably, but I actually think the bowl game, until I got hurt, was the best I felt. Obviously, we end up losing that game. So I think that's probably the best I played. But again, it's always exciting to go play against a rival team. I think there's a lot more energy in the locker room and from the other guys. And obviously we played well last year, but that was last year, and we have to move forward to that. And we got a big game this year, obviously, to take control of the South.
Yeah, those guys that brought a lot of pressure, leading the Pac-12 in sacks on the other side of town there, man. Better get those rib protectors ready, man. We don't want to take you any more big shots in those nice ribs.
Definitely. They'll be ready.
I have a quick random question for you. Did you play baseball as a kid?
A little bit of baseball. I did.
What position did you play?
Well, I didn't play that long to have specialized. I played pitcher. I pitched, third base. Probably pitcher and third base over my two main positions.
I think that this will change because I think sports are so specialized now. But I just heard a stat the other day that all the Hall of Fame quarterbacks not only played baseball, they all played shortstop. And Tom Brady will break that streak because he played baseball, but he played catcher. But I just thought that was a crazy thing. So I was just wondering if randomly you played shortstop.
I'm not quick enough to play shortstop. I'd love to, but I'm not quick enough.
Hey, I played baseball, Jordan. You never asked me if I played baseball. What the heck?
Sean, what position were you, buddy? DH?
No, first base, man. The slug at first.
First base. They put the big fellas at first when they don't have DH. All right, Kedon Slovis, we know position he plays. He plays quarterback. He'll be doing it for the Trojans on Saturday against UCLA, looking to go 2-0 in his career against the Bruins.